I'm your host, J. Lawrence Davenport of DM. DM is a digital media marketing platform that focuses and specializes on organic content. We're talking about my journey from this sexy guy to this super sexy guy. And I'm talking about nutrition. Some of you asked me a question about cow's milk. Well, back in the day, they would give people cow's milk because the natural enzymes and nutrition that's in cow's milk, they would pass into children. So my milk is organic. Sometimes when I'm traveling, if it has full cream milk, I have it in my coffee. And I only drink Ethiopian coffee, decaffeinated, and Tanzanian decaf because they use a Swiss water process. You must look it up, hit Google if that's your favorite choice. It's called Swiss water process. And I have my fat in there. Sometimes I may take a little butter if it's early in the morning or I'm racing. And I travel with my own drinking containers. Also, thanks for tuning in. Some of you sent me questions about, it's info@tonyboymedia.com where you can ask me direct questions and I will answer you. We were talking about nutrition, my journey, and I'm talking about a lot of things. And the word organic means different things to different people. Personally, I can't eat eggs anymore. I miss my eggs. I grew up on grits and eggs. We grew up with oatmeal, raisins, nuts, brown sugar, apples in the morning. Then I walked to school. We burned it up as young people. We had oats, not the rolled oats. That's another podcast. We didn't have rolled oats. We had oatmeal. And we started our day with about, 100 grams of sugar every morning as kids. That's what we were running around. Some of the milk and box products. What is almond milk? It's only 2% almonds. What's oat milk? 1.5% oats. So I go into a place and ask them to have full cream milk or do you have lactose free? Well, they take the lactose out of the milk and then they put a carb in there is worse than sugar. So organic, normally when I travel, I get to the airport and if I take my full cream milk, I put it in a less than 100 ml container because there's only one drink. I have my own cup and I try to find where there's a microwave. Most places don't have a microwave, especially in the United States. Most of the rest of the world, when I go through in Turkey, those airports have microwaves. You can get hot water. So I take my own food with me. I travel. I got my avos. I take the skin off. I only use the smooth skin avos. I don't like the other ones because I don't know where they come from. And I don't use certain brands because of how they grow them. I get the ones off the tree. If they don't come directly from a tree or a farm, I don't eat them anymore. I was overdosing, and you have to be careful with your fiber as well. So, hey Wayne, I'm digging Wayne. Wayne Shorter, what's the name? Adam's Apple Remastered. Wayne Shorter, Herbie Hancock, Reginald Workman, and Joe Chambers. Oh man, down for old people. So, check out. This guy was eating anything. And you can see those pictures if you're on our website now because there's a special place for Jeffrey's diet. As you know, this book, Malcolm Martin, Jesus and My Father, The Conversations We Never Had. I grew up with chitlins, pork chops, grits. I miss my eggs. If I eat an egg now, I'm going to get sick. It's almost like I have poison. And it scared me for a while because I don't know what the hell was wrong with me. I can't eat eggs and I can't eat chicken, particularly when they cook it a certain way because when they cook chicken and the skin gets fat, well, I understand how they do it. There's a fast food place that sells a chicken fillet and they sell like 3 million of those burgers a month. Where does the chickens come from? You need 3 million chickens to make 3 million burgers. So I ain't trying to badmouth anyone. This is my journey and I'm telling you what works and what doesn't work. And if you don't have diabetes and someone tells you you're pre-diabetic, good luck. Thanks to my sponsors, Tony Boy Media. Thanks for letting me have exercise creativity, because we like to do organic. And some of the questions that people ask me, they make a lot of sense, you know. And just because they tell you it's good doesn't mean it's good. You must read labels. You must read labels. I have to have a sip of my electrolytes. I have a bigger bottle. I only do like a liter a day, if then. And I don't like to mess up my coffee, because my coffee is my Jones. And if you've never had Ethiopian coffee, those of you that can handle the caffeine, the best coffee for me is Ethiopian. I have to have cacao, chocolate from Tanzania, and I mix it. I make my own, have my own recipe for my candy bars, because when I travel, I got to either have almond butter or organic peanuts in my chocolate bar, because I melt my cacao. I'll put a little stevia in there. Sometimes when I'm in a good mood, I may have a piece of, cut up pieces of maybe a date. And this being Ramadan season, there's a lot of dates around the Cape. It's a very big Muslim community. Or I get organically grown cranberry, the actual cranberry, and I sprinkle them throughout, because I got a little rubberized, just like an ice cube, because I put a little paper liner in there and I melt the chocolate, put it inside those things, they freeze, and I can travel with them. The cacao gets hard again. It's like African people, they don't go nowhere. They got the same texture wherever they go. I've already done subjects on that, I'll go back to that, but this particular series we're talking about diet. And I have to have my electrolytes, because it puts all the nutrients that you wee out every day back in your body, and you must have them. Notice I covered up the label. It's in a plastic bottle. I normally take a glass bottle, but I'm sitting here to be gone. So anyway, this segment is just about the follow-up to some of the questions that people asked. I was in Tucson. I was going to these guys that were selling halal chicken. It's coming from California, so I buy the chicken and put it in the skillet. My son has cast iron. I was staying with my son. And I'm looking at this, I'm like, why is the skin so fat? It was thin. Now after about 10 minutes it's fat. Then it fills up with water. So I call these boys, I'm like, yo man, what's up? They get it from California. What do they feed it? Corn. I don't eat anything with corn. If it's pasture, yeah. And even now eggs, I don't understand why I can't handle my favorite. I can't live without my eggs, but I'm learning to. Because I have a lot of super duper recipes, which you can see that I make my own roti, my own curry. I love what they call brisket bones. They still have a lot of meat on it. And you must ask for, if you're in this part of the world, you go to a butcher, you want brisket bones, but they must have a boot on it. I mean, it must have a little meat. They're only about this size. The bone is this size, it's got meat on it. So I may have 3 of those about 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. Sometime I get up in the morning, and I'll have protein and a little fat. I'll put like half a teaspoon into my coffee or my tea, because I only drink organic tea. It's rooibos. I used to use hibiscus. However, I have a weird allergy to those type of plants, and I can't do chamomile. So just before I get ready to travel, I'll tell you what my diet is, and I'll show you some of the recipes that you can eat. And look, I can't do sweet potatoes, but I can do butternut. Everybody has a different body, and you have to find out what works for you. So peace and love. I got to get ready to start my day. Thank you so much. I just did 3. Oh God, or did I do 4? I think this could be 4, but I'll tell you when you see. Thanks a lot for Excel. Thanks for tuning in. Please subscribe. Please like. I wish you well this weekend. It's Friday. Pray for your family. Pray for your grandchildren. Pray for good health and good food. You take care. Whatever you do, have a beautiful day.